Hey everyone, this is Brad Panovich down here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Great news to finally come to you with great conditions across the southeast. The best ski conditions of the season are right now because of all the cold air and the epic snowmaking that's been going on. Boy, I'm really impressed with all the resorts being able to lay down anywhere from a 20 to 60 inch base. And I think by the time a lot of you see this video, some of these bases could be approaching 80 inches because the snow guns have been going full blast since Friday, and they've been pumping out snow 24/7. So we've got that Arctic high over the eastern half of the country, keeping us cold for one more day, but here comes the system in the west, and with the Arctic high moving away, we're starting to see some warmer air surge back into the region. So we'll be dry for your Wednesday, another bluebird day, great skiing conditions with plenty of snow on the ground from the snow guns and from our natural snow. Man, I can't believe Snowshoe, almost 7 inches of snow. That's great. 3 up at Wisp and 2 down at Beach and Sugar. Great conditions. But it all comes to an end late Thursday into Friday as some moisture moves in, and it's going to be rain, a cold rain, probably 40s in the mountains with 50s down the lower elevations for Friday into Saturday. But we've got this 24-hour period of snowmaking at least through Wednesday morning, and Wednesday afternoon the snow guns will go off. Wednesday night, there may be some snowmaking. We're going to have that dreaded inversion setting up where it's going to be warmer at the summits than it is down at the base of the mountain. So there could be some snowmaking down at the base, very marginal snowmaking conditions, and no snowmaking up at the top because it'll be warmer at the top of the lifts than it will be down at the bottom. Now, as we go into Friday and Saturday, obviously no snowmaking conditions. Will be kind of warm, not like December warm, but definitely warming up, a little bit of a thaw. But here's the good news. Another big surge of Arctic air. Can you see this chunk of Arctic air? This is all temperatures below zero, not below freezing, below zero, that try to move in after the weekend. That cold front arrives Monday into Tuesday with more Arctic air spilling in across the southeast. And this time it looks like it's got some staying power because this little spoke of energy, this is actually a little piece of the polar vortex over Hudson Bay, is going to pinwheel down surge after surge of Arctic air next week. So we'll see several of these surges. They might be like little clipper type systems, which might give us some northwest flow. But I'm looking, is there any kind of storm system that could sync up with that cold air? And right now, the West Coast is getting hammered with these strong jet stream storms moving in from the Pacific, but they're not translating across the country until possibly late next week. Watch this unfold. This is Sunday, but then next week the Arctic air moves in, and we get something that looks very close to maybe some phasing of the jets on the East Coast. We've got the polar jet and the southern jet, the subtropical, trying to sync up with some action on the East Coast somewhere, and this is something we'll have to watch late next week. Of course, not a lot showing up on the surface with this. You see the European model just has some northwest flow snows coming in with that Arctic front Monday into Tuesday. It looks very similar to the Arctic front that just came in, so I would expect maybe 4 or 6 inches at Snowshoe, 3 or 4 at Wisp, and maybe 2 inches from Winter Place down to Cataloochee. Maybe not a big deal, but the pattern's there, folks. We finally have got some cold air moving in, and finally it looks like we might get a storm system to sync up with this late next week. So even though we have a brief warm-up, the pattern is there. So think snow, think positive. The pattern really looks good going into next weekend. Hope you have a great midweek. I'll see you this weekend.